Have you ever had a big goal, a huge ambition, but somehow the day ends, you look back and you realize you've done everything except what actually matters? If that sounds familiar, listen up. You're not lazy. You're not unmotivated. You're just missing one thing, and it's not more willpower. It's a daily plan. Today, I am going to show you why daily planning is one of the most powerful tools for beating procrastination, and how it keeps you focused on your goals without burning you out. First, let's clear something up. Procrastination is not a time management problem, it's an emotional one. We procrastinate when our tasks feel too big, too vague, or just too uncomfortable. Think about it. When your brain sees a huge, undefined task, it hits the panic button. Suddenly, avoidance feels good. That's when you find yourself scrolling social media, cleaning your apartment for the third time, doing anything but that one important thing. And here's the key idea you need to remember. Procrastination lives in ambiguity. When you lack clarity on what to do, you do nothing. No clarity equals no action. It's that simple. Your brain is wired to conserve energy, and trying to figure out a confusing task is a massive energy drain. So it opts for the easy way out, the path of least resistance. That's why you might spend hours answering emails instead of starting that big project. The emails are clear and simple. The project feels like a giant foggy mountain. But what if you could clear that fog? What if you could make every task feel as clear and straightforward as answering an email? This is where daily planning completely changes the game. But let's talk about how. First, a daily plan eliminates decision fatigue. Without a plan, your brain spends the entire day asking itself, okay, what should I do next? Every single one of those decisions, no matter how small, drains your mental energy. By the time you get to your most important work, you're already tired. A daily plan makes those decisions for you in advance. You decide once, at the beginning of the day, what truly matters. Then, for the rest of the day, your brain can stop deciding and start doing. All that energy you were wasting on what's next can now be channeled into focused, productive work. Second, a daily plan makes your goals visible and tangible. Big goals often fail because they feel too far away, too abstract. A daily plan bridges that gap. It turns a massive goal, like write a book, into a small, concrete action like write 300 words today. See the difference? Suddenly, the goal isn't this overwhelming monster looming in the distance. It's a doable, bite-sized task that you can tackle right now. And when you see that small goal written down every single day, it stays at the top of your mind. You're constantly reminded of what you're working towards, which keeps you connected to your larger vision. Third, and this is huge, a daily plan makes starting easier. Most of us don't actually fear the work itself, we fear the act of starting. That initial push is the hardest part. Daily planning breaks down that barrier by making the first step ridiculously small. Instead of work on the presentation, your plan might say, open the PowerPoint document, or write one paragraph. Anyone can do that, right? Once you take that tiny first step, momentum starts to build. A body in motion tends to stay in motion. Getting started is the real battle, and a daily plan gives you a clear, easy path to win it every single time. Now, for the secret weapon, a written plan creates commitment. When you write down a task, it stops being a vague, optional idea floating around in your head. It becomes a promise you've made to yourself. It's tangible, it's real. And when you assign a specific time to that task, when you time block, you Brie, not just planning what to do, you're planning when to do it. This completely removes the classic excuse of, "I'll do it later." Let's be honest. Later is a mythical land where 99% of our productivity goes to die. Later never comes. But a scheduled time slot, that comes. 10 a.m. on your calendar is a real appointment. It creates a structure and an accountability that forces you to confront the task instead of pushing it away. Your plan isn't just a to-do list, it's a roadmap for your time. And when you respect that map, procrastination doesn't stand a chance. It thrives on unstructured time, and you've just taken all of that away. But here's a quick warning. More planning is not always better planning. Over-planning can be just as paralyzing as not planning at all. You don't need a perfectly color-coded, minute-by-minute schedule that leaves no room for life. In fact, that's a recipe for failure. A good daily plan is short, realistic, and specific. It's not a vague intention like "be productive all day." That's useless. Instead, it looks something like this. From 9 to 10 a.m., answer critical emails. From 10 to 11 a.m., work on Project X for 60 focused minutes. At 6 p.m., go for a workout. Notice how specific that is. Your brain knows exactly what to do and when. And just as importantly, leave empty space in your schedule. Life happens. Meetings run long. Things come up. Flexibility is what keeps a plan alive. A rigid plan breaks at the first sign of trouble, but a flexible one bends and helps you get right back on track. So let's bring this all together. Daily planning isn't about trying to control every second of your life. It's about protecting what truly matters to you. It's about being intentional with your time and energy. When you plan your day, you stop relying on fickle motivation to get things done. You reduce procrastination by making your tasks clear and manageable. And most importantly, you start building trust in yourself. Every time you follow through on your plan, you prove to yourself that you are someone who does what they say they will do. Over time, those small daily wins compound into massive, life-changing progress. So here's your challenge. Don't just watch this video and forget about it. Take action. Tonight, before you go to bed, take 5 minutes and write a simple plan for tomorrow. Just 3 important tasks. Not everything on your plate. Just the 3 things that will move you closer to your most important goals. Give it a try and see what happens. If this video helped you, please hit that like button. Subscribe for more strategies to help you be more productive and focused. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.